Ladies and gentlemen, hi, this is SYLBOURNE here, straight out of Ochi. Okay, I'm in London at this moment, but I'm straight from Ochi, Jamaica, and there's a reason why I'm going to say straight out of Ochi, Jamaica, all the way in the Caribbean. Now, it is a sad thing whereby there was a recent killing of this lady here, Miss Karen Clary, 44, from Islington in the UK here, who was killed recently, and a returning resident. And I must say that is sad and not acceptable, not to be condoned, and my respect and my condolences to her family and her partner, Mr. Kane, and also may she rest in peace. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I've seen a couple of videos going around, and I've seen pronouncement made by saying to Jamaicans overseas not to go back to Jamaica. Stay away there, stay away foreign. You know, while I can understand the emotions which has been conjured up a lot, while I can understand the emotions which has been conjured up by virtue of the recent death, and also this is not the first one that has happened in the past as well. I've had these discussions. I've had Facebook Live talking about some of the atrocities that happen with returning residents going back to Jamaica, and I'm very concerned as a Jamaican that just recently we had this gentleman called Dalton Harris, who won the prize for the X Factor, and everyone was jumping up and down and say the world, Jamaica, Jamaica to the world, Jamaica fantastic. Usain Bolt, his new restaurant in the UK tracks a record, Jamaica to the world, great, fantastic. And then all of a sudden you're having messages going out from Jamaica saying, don't go to Jamaica, stay away from Jamaica. You know, stay away on the day. Stay at the foreign land on there, because they will come and kill on Jamaica. Right? Now, I'm not going to get into some of the details, or I don't have the details as to what caused these deaths, as to the negotiation and the arrangement that caused these deaths. But what I want to say is this, and to every Jamaican, and this is very important, that your yard is your yard and your home is your home. If anything happened in the UK and some laws that pass that myself as an immigrant here have to go, where do I go to? Go to my yard, which is Jamaica, or go to, well, Africa. In the United States with Trump, many people are getting kicked out. Where do they go? They go to their yard. If you get deported, you go to your yard. All I'm trying to say is this: while this matter needs to be sorted out, while this matter needs to be looked at, and how people buy properties in Jamaica need to be dealt with, and for persons to not go about and killing people, period, not just returning residents, but period, you cannot say, well, you can say, people can say, but I think it is unwise to be saying, don't go to Jamaica, right? Stay away there. The Asians are invading Jamaica. The Chinese are invading Jamaica. They're all buying up Jamaica, right? Now is an opportune time for people to go back to Jamaica. Be strategic. Now, let's put it into perspective. The question I ask you is this: of the amount of persons who have gone back to Jamaica to live, how many of them has been killed? Now, don't get me wrong. One death is one death too much. One burglary is one burglary too much. Now, there are lots of horror stories, things that persons in the diaspora need to also recognize. When you go to Jamaica, make sure you build your house with reputable organizations, companies. Make sure that if you're in your 70s and going back to Jamaica, why do you need a 7-bedroom house? If anything, be low-keyed. Now, that is one of the messages that need to go through. We need to be sending strategic messages to returning residents, proper, with level of maturity, to say, hey, be very careful. Don't blow things around. Don't talk about it a lot, right? Because Jamaica is a lovely place, and guess what? The majority of Jamaicans are excellent and great people. It is just the minority. So I cannot accept a message which goes around saying, stay there because they're more killing off. Them who? I got my parents, well, my mother there, my brothers, my sisters, my uncles, you know, my good friends who are there in Jamaica. What am I trying? What is the message am I getting? What is the message that he's saying to me? That all of my families, my friends and foes or whatever like that, well, even foes, are going to kill me off? Nah. So all I'm really saying is that we've got to be careful and be very conscious of the message which we are sending, because right now in the UK, one has got to be careful how you walk. You got to be careful about your children. There's knife crime, stabbing, killings, which is happening right now. And guess what? And I tell you this, and they'll do this for free. The only time I've ever been burgled wasn't in Jamaica, but twice in the UK. 3 years or so after I came to the UK, I was burgled. Never been burgled in Jamaica, never been robbed in Jamaica. And every time I go back to Jamaica, it is all right, right? My mother always said to me all the while, Seymour, Jamaica is not the same as how it was when you left. That means to say I've got to take responsibility and recognize that I can't just go places where I want to go. So I make sure I link with my friends then. My friends, and I have a close network of associates. Right, so one has got to be very strategic. So I think that is a message that really should be sending to Jamaicans overseas. Be very cautious, be very careful, think about it. If you want close protection, there it is. I did an interview with close protection guys. I'm going to be interviewing someone from the Realtors Association in Jamaica to talk about it. I will not accept, and I refute every assertion that said don't go back to Jamaica. Right? I refute it. Now, that is my view and that's my opinion. And ladies and gentlemen, that is for you to think, and that's for you to decide and for you to consider. But I would say for my fellow Jamaicans, reject and refute every assertion that says you must not go back to Jamaica. Jamaica is where you are. But what you need to do is this. Be very conscious. Be security conscious. Link with persons, reputable organizations, reputable companies when you're building houses. Don't just go for the person who's going to charge you 20 million less. Just to get that property, because that 20 million less could cost you a lot, because guess what? After a while you realize that, hey, you need more money to do that, and then they become dispute. Okay? Go for the one which is more expensive, but which is more regulated. All right? Don't big build houses in places where you think, because you grew up there before, that is the best place to live. No, people change. Go to somewhere where you feel a bit more safer. Lays with the police. These are all different things. Before you even start to buy a house, make sure you have all the money. Don't do drips and drabs. These are just some little simple advice. That is a message that we should be going through. We need to encourage people to invest. And when you go to Jamaica as well, ladies and gentlemen, don't be pompous and be arrogant and show off. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you have respect also for the people there. All right? Because I know everybody good. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SYLBOURNE, straight out of Ochi. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.